Hey guys, this is Sarah Elena. We're going to be going on a little tour today. I haven't done a tour of Jaco for a while. So Jaco, Costa Rica, located in the Central Pacific. It's it's the most popular, most visited beach town here in Costa Rica. So why is that? I mean, it's the closest, developed beach town to San Jose, and it's got a lot going on. So the last video that I did about Jaco was during the pandemic, and you saw a lot of things were closed. So we're going to do a little drive-through today. I'm going to show you all the different little entrances, and you're going to see kind of more what the town looks like now. Also, if you're new to this channel, I do help people move to Costa Rica. So if you are thinking about moving here to the country, then definitely check out the rest of the channel. You can, if you are very serious about your move or you're going to be taking a scouting trip, you can book a call with me and we can chat about that. What else? We do scouting trips, retreats. We got a lot going on in terms of moving to Costa Rica. So definitely head over to my website and you'll find lots of fun stuff over there. But for now, let's get to our tour. Okay, so we're going to be coming over to Jaco from Playa Hermosa. So we're going to be coming into town south to north. So we're coming from the south and we're going to be going through the town heading north, which normally if you're probably coming, you might be coming from San Jose. Jaco is about an hour and a half from San Jose, depending on traffic. It could be a little bit more, but that's usually around the time that it would take me to get there from Jaco. I love this drive into town. I mean, I really can't complain about this commute from home. You'll see why in just a sec. It's absolutely gorgeous. You got this really nice lookout. There's definitely some misconceptions about Jaco. I see a lot online about people, oh, it's a dirty place, there's prostitution, it's awful. I've been living here, I guess we're going to be 4 years now. I think it's been actually 4 years. Oh, there's the Jaco sign right there. Jaco, there we go. So I've been here for about 4 years. And I always tell people that there are two sides to Jaco. There is your family-friendly side, and then there's your party nightlife side. So it just depends what side you're going to be, interacting with, and that's going to be your experience. So Jaco has 5 entrances, and we're going to go into entrance number 1. Or I guess, if we're coming again south to north. So I guess we'll call this entrance number 5, actually. This is my favorite area of Jaco, and I'm going to show you why. And we're about to make that turn. Right here, coming up here on the right side, there's a really amazing hiking trail. So there's lots of hiking, there's lots of nature activities around here. You got some nice beachfront hotels. This is a good one called Club Del Mar. My parents have stayed there before. Good spot. And so, yeah. Okay, so here we go into entrance. I'm going to call it entrance number 5 because if you are coming north, this would be your last entrance. So first, this entrance, you'll see there's the gas station. Across from the gas station here is the hiking trail, which is amazing. So great hiking trail. Here we have a little brewery, Puddlefish, craft brewery, what a weird word, right? And restaurant. That's a good spot to go and hear some live music. That's a nice, good, clean, fun spot. There are definitely some good, what I like to call clean, fun spots. Places that I might even like to go myself. That might have some live music, but it's just, good, normal people. So this is the first entrance. This entrance will take you right down here to the ocean, which this is my favorite part of the beach. Oh, this is my favorite mural. You guys have to see this. My favorite mural. Look how beautiful. Look how gorgeous. I just love it. It's so amazing. Yeah, that's definitely favorite. So here we are. This is my favorite part of the beach. We're going to hop out of the car and I'm going to show it to you. I actually used to live in this house with the black thing there, the black garage. I wanted to live as close to the beach as I could afford, and that's as much as I could afford. So this area, like I said, my favorite part of the beach. So let's hop out and take a look, and I'll show you why. Okay, we're here. So let's step out for a second. I'm going to show you guys the beach area and why I like it down here so much. So this area, I would say, is very family-friendly. This is an area where they do a lot of surf lessons. This is Surf Synergy right there. And the water's a little bit more calm here. Still, with Jaco, you always, anywhere in Costa Rica with the water, you have to be really mindful of the tide. But some will be more like a bay. There's no waves, and okay, that's better for swimming. But most of the beaches in Costa Rica, I would say the larger majority of them, have a lot of waves, and you always need to be really careful and exercise a lot of caution. So, okay, let's take a look at this area of the beach, and I'll show you why it's my favorite. All right, here we are. Okay, well, there's a little bit of debris here on the beach, and that would be because, so there's river mouths that usually flow out here into the ocean, and we've had a lot of storms, so we're in our rainy season now. So what happens is the garbage, not the garbage, the sticks, all that stuff that's right there comes through the river, pops out into the ocean, and then gets washed up on the shore. But that's not all year round. That makes for some good bonfires, right? So here we have this mountain. So actually this mountain here is what divides Jaco and Playa Hermosa. So we're at the very, very south end of the beach. So around that mountain is Playa Hermosa. Here's the beach. Looks like the tide is kind of mid-tide, so it is good for surfing right now. So you got some people out there learning. This is a great spot to actually learn how to surf. And then just on the other side of that mountain is Playa Herradura. And so it translates into horseshoe. So that's where you'll find the Los Sueños Marina and all that. Maybe I've done a tour of that area on this channel. I don't remember. But so yeah, this is my favorite part of the beach. I find it to be very family friendly. I really like that. See all these almond trees that are here? There's a lot of just natural shade here all along the south end of the beach. Whereas I find more in the north, they're planting new almond trees to have that in the future. But it's not, there's just not as much. All right. Okay, so let's hop back in the car and we'll continue our tour. So we're going to continue our tour of Jaco. All right, we're in, we're ready to go. Let's continue on our tour. We're going to say bye-bye to my favorite part of the beach. I'm going to show you guys the north end of the beach too, so you see kind of what the difference is and like what it looks like. There we go. I like it. There's also some little showers down there. It's nice. So yeah, favorite spot of the beach. Bye-bye. Okay. So we're not going to be going back to the main highway. So there are 5 entrances to Jaco, like I've mentioned, like 5 main entrances that exit to the highway. So we're going to be going through the actual town, and the south end, you can't go wrong staying in the south end. Well, especially if you have a car, that's fine. But it's very residential down here, and that's what I like about it. Very residential. Okay, here we have a little mini super, a little supermarket right there, little soda with some food. And yeah, very residential. There's a few hotels, Jaco Laguna. These are just kind of houses. So again, just sorry for the bumps, but it is what it is. I'm trying to keep things as still as I can. But these aren't, so it's Costa Rica, so we have bumpy roads here. Okay, so this road is going to spit us out. And there's a few little side streets that will lead down to the beach here, but we're not going to go down all those side streets. So yeah, this is more residential. Here to the left, you can get to the beach down that way. But again, we're not going to go down that road, but there are a lot of little side streets from the main Jaco streets that do lead down to the beach. Okay. There's some new developments that have gone up in Jaco too. So this is one, well, this is the area, this is the entrance of Ciudad del Mar. Ciudad del Mar is a development that went up in Jaco. Now they have something called Torres del Mar, Towers of Mar. This is going to be new store frontage here. But yeah, there's some new condo towers that went up over there. There's some little side neighbors. I've had some people staying here. Club del Cielo, that's nice. This is my favorite gym out of Jaco. It's called Beachbody. Good gym. No AC, so definitely might have to get used to that, especially if you're going to live by the beach. We have some buses. Okay, so now we're starting to get more towards the center area of town, where things are going to get a little bit more busy. So as you can see, there's going to be a big difference from this kind of residential area. This is what I would call just like the south side. This is kind of more the south Jaco. And then we're going to come up to this turn here, and we're going to be kind of more in like Jaco center area. But this intersection that we're going to turn left at, so this is the 4th entrance of Jaco. Again, if you're going north to south. So this is going to be your second to last entrance. The kind of the slang name for this one is called Calle Amapola. If you say, oh yeah, it's off Calle Amapola, people know that it's this road. Just like the road that we were just on, that one's called Calle Madrigal. I don't know why. I don't even know if that's official. We don't really have a lot of addresses here. So yeah, you can't really You don't always know why things are named what. We just kind of give things their own names. So we're gonna go left so we can go more into town, but if we do go right, then that would take us up to the main highway. But we don't want to do that. Okay, so left we go. I want to show you guys Jaco Walk Shopping Center, so we are going to take a little stop there, and I'm going to show you that too, because that's an area that if I go there, I can get a lot of errands done. Okay, so well, here on the left, this road goes down to the beach, but we're not going to go down that road. Like all these little left side roads all go down to the beach, all of them. And so now we're kind of in the main area. We got bathing suit shop, surf shop right there, local restaurant, car rental, and we got a little bit of a blockage up here. Like there's the beach down there. So all these little side roads go down to the beach. We don't really have stoplights here, so everyone just really needs to cooperate in terms of like traffic and things. I kind of have a little rule that I don't like to go left. I don't like to make left-hand turns. I don't know what this person is doing. I'm just gonna go around. Okay, so let's go to the Jaco Walk Shopping Center. I want to show you the shopping center. And this is where if you have a car, you're going to come in here and park. I like it because it has parking. First, this ATM. I like this ATM because it lets you take out at least $600 per transaction. I like this pharmacy. Actually, I think we'll go in there. So yeah, this is one of my favorite banks. This is the bank that I bank at. So I like this place because I can come and get so much done at once. This is the copy shop. So if you need to get copies made, you can do that. Like a lot of people don't have printers down here. It's not very common. I guess the ink's kind of expensive. It's a toy store, super salon. So just so you can see kind of like what kind of stores they have. So we're gonna look for parking, and then I'll show you guys around here a little bit more. A little electronics store, fish market. There's another kind of private gym thing up top. Not like really a gym that we could go work out. It's more like a women's workout place that they have classes. And Liberty, that's the phone company. So let's hop out and take a little look around, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so here we are in the Jaco Walk Shopping Center. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of what it looks like. I'll be that weirdo walking around with a camera. All right, if you come into the back parking lot, actually there's Hola India. I like that place. Bagel Boys, I don't remember if they're still there or not. I think they did move, but it's kind of supposed to be like a spin-off of Einstein Brothers. There's Sushi Place. Solar Banker Real Estate. I've taken a lot of clients here to get their phone chips here at the Liberty office. I'm going to show you, I'll show you what the main, actually we'll go into the front. We're doing everything kind of backwards today. We're coming through like the end of Jaco up north. Now we're going through the back of this plaza to the front. There's a Radio Shack. Isn't that hilarious? There's a freaking Radio Shack here. I bet you haven't seen one of those in a while, right? And down there is the beach. Again, like I said, all these little side streets. All side streets lead to the beach, which is fun. All right, so here's the official front entrance of the Jaco Walk Shopping Plaza. It's nice. They have these little fountains. Those are fun. I guess we can walk under them. Got tacos. Woo. Fountains. Tacos. Those empanadas over there are amazing, right in front of us. There's Cafe Brit, kind of like the Starbucks of Costa Rica. We got some tacos. So here's nice. So on like a Friday, Saturday night, again, like we talked about having good, clean fun. This is a clean, fun place to come in Jaco. So sometimes there can be live music at one of these restaurants, or like on a Friday, there'll be people eating frozen yogurt and walking around with their families, and the kids might be playing at the playground that's at the other end down there. Like this is definitely like a good family-friendly place. It's got like a little bit of everything. You know, they got a gelato and seafood, but then also like cafes, wine bar. Like they got some Americanized stuff too. They got Lone Star, Tex-Mex. This is a real pricey one. It's called Hartley Ranch. They have like real, I guess, like Texas burgers, like steaks. Texas prime beef steakhouse. So if you want, like, if you've been missing a real good steak and you've been living in Costa Rica, definitely come here. But yeah, they got this cute little stuff for kids too. I mean, it's too hot. You know, the sun's out right now. It's almost noon. I shouldn't even be out walking around right now, but I actually had some time today. And I was like, you know what? Let's go film. But yeah, they got a new putt-putt thing and they got some cool stuff. So for kids, like I said, very family friendly. Got lots of bathrooms, cute little restaurants, some practical things. Like I said, your super salon, your pharmacy. So they definitely do have some practical things in this plaza. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get back into the car and we're going to keep going down Jaco, and I'm going to show you guys some other streets. Okay, so now we're going to leave the Jaco Walk parking lot and we're going to continue on our tour. I'm actually meeting some clients in Jaco today in about 40 minutes. So I don't think this video will be 40 minutes long, so we got plenty of time. And it would not take 40 minutes to drive all through Jaco anyways. So some other misconceptions about Jaco: people might think it's this ginormous town that is like Miami. It's really not. You could walk from one end to the other, and you're going to see we're going to drive from one end to the other pretty quickly. This is not a large town. It is the most developed town in Costa Rica, the most developed beach town in Costa Rica. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Most developed beach town in Costa Rica, but you'll see it's not very big, and the beach isn't lined chair after chair, person here, person there. So as you're going to see, Jaco's definitely busier than it was in the last video. I'm going to link to the last video that I took in 2020. It's almost 4 years ago. Lots of things have opened. There's a lot of new things. So we have a lot of new developments that have been going up here in Jaco. Whether you think that's a good or a bad thing, you know, we don't need to discuss that today. But yeah, this is the main center of town. So we got buses. Mas Per Menos is right there. It's a grocery store that I'll commonly go to. Ready Pizza in the corner there. They got a cheap pizza. Econo on the right. That is like that's like our department store there. So that's our department store, Econo. So it's just kind of shops. And like the thing is, if someone's going to live in Jaco, you're not going to live on this main strip. You're really not. So actually what we're going to do, so this red building is kind of funny. We'll see it better. They painted it this really nice blue color, like what was on the side for the mural. And then I guess people complained and wanted it to go back to red, so now it's red again, which I thought was kind of hilarious. So we're going to go right here. So this is the third entrance of Jaco. This is called Calle Pops because of the ice cream place. It's right there. Pops Ice Cream. So everyone calls this Calle Pops. So this is an area, El Lagar, one of my favorite places, hardware store. This street will lead up to the main road, but I want to show you where you can find some more residential areas here, because not everything's just, you know, when people are going to live in Jaco, you're not going to live on that main strip. It's very highly unlikely that you're going to do that. You're going to live somewhere maybe just a few minutes walking distance from it, or like I said, a 1-minute drive from the main strip. That could be likely. So I want to show you guys what do some of those neighborhoods look like that you could live in. Yeah, actually, I want to take you down one in particular. So this street is one. I mean, it's called Calle Remy. So you could go down there. There's some housing and Airbnbs down there. This is one of my favorite fruit and vegetable places here. It's called Fruteria El Pueblo. Look it up on Google. Fruteria El Pueblo has lots of good fresh fruits, vegetables. This is clinic. There's a dental clinic and then a medical clinic down in here, which is good. So it's like your average doctor's office. They might have specialists that come in once a month, or particular kinds of specialists. This is an area. This is a condominium called Lapa Living. I always thought this was really pretty. This is pretty in there. But I'm going to show you a neighborhood called the Neighborhood of the Rich and Famous. I don't know why it has that name, but I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. So that neighborhood is just down here. Actually, I have a client who bought a house down here. So this is an example of a residential area that's very close to Jaco. I'm going to show you one on the north side as well. But as you can see, it's pretty close to the main strip. But it's just normal houses. So these are all like single family homes. Someone in here might have an apartment. They might have built apartments and then they're renting some of them out, which we'll see. But yeah, this is the neighborhood. Oh, I guess we passed the house that has a kind of like a little castle thing. So that's kind of cool. I just want to show you guys this little neighborhood. So here, you got to watch out for iguanas on the road. So see, we got this iguana right here. Careful, buddy. Just go real slow so that they can get out of the way. No, we left. So yeah, iguanas. You got to watch out for those. It's kind of like our version of squirrels, or like your version of squirrels. You guys might have squirrels everywhere. Well, we got iguanas. Also, driving around, sometimes you can find rentals too. And also things for sale. So if that's what you're looking for. Like this says for sale by owner, apartments for rent, for example. Okay, for sale by owner, apartments for rent. So even just driving around residential areas can help you. But yeah, this is a cute little neighborhood. It's not like a gated community, but it's a cute little neighborhood. I think it's fairly safe, and people seem to live here peacefully. It's very quiet, so you're not going to have all the noise of the downtown Main Strip area. And there's a few little side neighborhoods up this, up Calle Pops, our third entrance to Jaco that are similar like this. So some streets that are, like I said, they're just residential. They're just really peaceful. And they're nice. Okay, so we're going to come out of here. We're going to go back to Calle Pops, and we're going to continue on our journey north towards the fourth entrance of Jaco, because then we're going to be getting north. We're going to start to be getting a little more north of the town, and I want to show you guys too. I guess we passed some of it, didn't we? It's hard to tell you guys everything or show you guys everything, but maybe we didn't. I'm going to show you maybe some streets that you might want to stay away from. That's what I will do too. Okay, so let's go back out to Calle Pops. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the tour. Give me a like, a comment if you're enjoying this type of content. All right, this is kind of cool. This person has like a little castle. They built like a little castle looking thing on their house. I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, it's called Jaco Beach Castle. Probably a rental too. Okay. One thing about Jaco that I noticed, we have a lot of pharmacies, and we actually have kind of a lot of pet supply stores too. I find kind of interesting. Okay, so if you go this way, if we go left, then we're going to be at the main highway. See the main highway up there? So we're not going to do that. We're going to go to the right. Going to the right. Got to give a shout out actually to one of my favorite sodas here. Number one, if your shoes ever break, this guy right in the store, he'll fix them. He's fixed multiple things. This is a really great soda, Las Delicias de la Negra. It's very like traditional. It's very like traditional food. Like actually, I think it is from. I think they're from Nicaragua, but it's really good food. Still get your rice, beans, like kind of your casado type traditional Costa Rican meals. There's that clinic again that I told you guys about. There's the red building. See the red building at the end of this road? That's what people got mad. I guess they got mad that it was turned then this beautiful light color blue. I was like, oh, that's so nice. Like, what a beautiful color. And then one day I came through Jaco and I was like, I was so confused. I was like, I swear that they changed the color of that building to like a nice blue color. So I texted one of my friends. I was like, hey, remember that building that used to be red? Did they turn it blue again? Or that they used to be red, that they turned blue? Did they turn it red again? And she was like, yeah, they repainted it red. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. Good times. Oh, this is Mediterranean and Moroccan cuisine over there to the left. Sabres, that place is really good. Jaco has really good restaurants. Really good restaurants. So when we make a right turn up here, we will be getting more into the nightlife zone. And I will show you where that is. Well, actually here, this is one called Club Vegas. I don't recommend going to any of these, actually, to be honest with you. Hopefully no one who watches this video, they don't get mad about that. I mean, if you're just not a nightlife person, if you want a clean nightlife vibe, this is where I'm going to recommend you. Puddlefish, that's the place that I had mentioned. This place called Green Room, right across the street here. I'm actually going there for lunch, but they have they have performers and musicians. Where else? There's some good spots to go, but not. I don't know. It just depends what kind of vibe you're looking for. If you're coming here on a bachelor party and you want that crazy stuff, more power to you, go for it. But it's not quite for me. But actually down the street of Green Room, there's another club there. Here, everything's mostly souvenir shops, restaurants. There's a good coffee shop that a lot of people that live here like to go to. It's right over here. It's called Cafe Bohio. Where is it? Right here. Oops. Cafe Bohio. A lot of people who live in Costa Rica, I don't know, they gravitate to there. I actually went to the Cafe Bohio that's in Playa Hermosa this morning. There's a club called Ecstasy. There's one called Orange Pub. So this is kind of where you're going to find more of your clubs, or I don't know, whatever, bars, whatever you want to call them. Remax. That's kind of a mix. You got your Alamo rental car. And then here's your bridge. Okay, so 2 more little things that I want to add in here. Actually, okay, so I'm going to add this in the middle of the video. So right now when you're seeing this might be a little bit confusing. I'm going to show you the 2 areas that I would say, like, maybe you don't need to go down those streets, just to, be transparent about where those areas are. Okay, so here we have the Remax. Okay, actually, let me pause this. I'll show you. Okay, so here we have the Remax building. Oh, wait. Okay, behind me is our main Jaco strip. So we're on our strip. We're going south to north. I turned right at the Remax corner that you guys saw. So this street, it's not that I wouldn't drive down it or that I wouldn't walk down it. I would walk down it during the day. Just, if you're going to be in Jaco and you don't know the area, you might be like, this is an interesting road. Not to say that's a bad area and like, oh my gosh, don't go there, you're going to be too dangerous. So I'm going to show you why. So here, where they've put up that fencing on the left. So that's because sometimes you will have people who are homeless or who do drugs. They will be down there by the river, like down in this area. And so I don't really know like what they were trying to accomplish with this fence, because as you can see on the other side, I'll show you, they can just walk around it. So it really didn't actually make any sense that they did that. Like, look, it's just completely open. They already cut it open. They can just go right down. So that's the only thing about this road that I would say is that you're going to maybe see some people who don't have homes, or see some people who might be like a little bit more rough around the edges, maybe like this guy right here. But I'll cut through the street a lot, because this street actually cuts through to the Calle Pops that we were on. So it's not to say, like, I actually had a friend who lived right down that street. She was always fine. She was never, like, nothing ever happened. So I'm not saying, oh, don't go down there. It's unsafe and you'll hurt yourself. But I'm just at least letting you know, like, something at least to know about that street. And I want to show you another street where actually I need to go there. Again, like, these are all places that I don't have any problem with going during daytime, but I'm also going to use my common sense. Like, do I want to be walking down that street at night or like by myself? If that's like a known place where perhaps people who do drugs are all hanging out and they're all congregating. So yeah, like this is another lady who's kind of well known around town. I don't remember her name, but yeah. Okay, so the next street that we're going to go down will be, okay, I guess you can call it, it's a street where there's a hotel called Cocal, and that hotel is known for things. I don't know, like, I guess I'm not going to discuss them here on YouTube. I don't want to get flagged for anything, but maybe there are people who come down here for nighttime activities and to visit with women of the night. I guess that's what we can call it. So that street is very well known for those things. And that's the thing, like, a lot of people say, oh, like, I guess when you think of those things, you think that, is it everywhere? Is it in your face? Is it on the street corner? Not really. So it's just kind of in this particular hotel. Also, I'm not a man, so I think my experience of living here is different than a man's perspective, than a man's experience. Because, like, again, I'm not being approached for those types of things at all. No one's ever offered me anything. So it's, again, not that this is a dangerous street, but I actually did just get an email from someone that they want to come visit and they want to say hi while they're here. And they said, yeah, we're at this hotel, and it's actually right by this club, Republics. And this is the electricity office. So again, not an unsafe street to say like, oh my gosh, you should never come down the street, like you're going to get hurt. I can't think of any street in Jaco that I would describe like that at all. I would just say, okay, like maybe this isn't the best place, depends. Oh, this is a bummer. So I was actually going to park here, and I guess it's closed. I guess the parking place was not getting enough money so that they closed now. Doesn't surprise me. So I guess you know what? I am just going to park on the street, and that's okay. Just to show you, like, I'm not concerned that something bad's going to happen, but this is the hotel, Cocal. So kind of if you hear someone saying, oh yeah, I'm going to Jaco, I'm going to Hotel Cocal, like you just kind of know what that person's going there for. Unless they accidentally booked it and didn't know. So that can happen too. Okay, so now back to our normal programming of our tour. I just wanted to at least show you those two areas. Again, not that anything's dangerous. Like, use your common sense. And like I said, all streets that go to the left do lead down to the beach. But yeah, here's your bridge. I want to show you guys another neighborhood that actually we'll see it on our way back through. There's a little Jaco pet store. I like the Jaco pets. We got KFC, which a lot of people I know are not interested in seeing, but we do have that here. I think I tried it once. It was not good. We got another super salon. I didn't know there was another super salon there. The park. So this town doesn't really have that layout where there's like the park and then the church. There's just the park. There's some other churches though around town, but there's not like the park and then the church like you'll see in a lot of other more traditional Costa Rican towns. Rolling Thunder Saloon. I've seen like a lot of other North Americans there, people who've moved here from abroad. This is the north end. I mean, some people say, oh, like, you don't need to go over the bridge, there's nothing over there, but yeah, there's some businesses over here. And oh, actually, there's one of my favorite cafes. If you want to go to a cute cafe, it's called La Artisanal. It's right there. Everything is very like handmade from scratch. Really good place. Okay, here we are at the second entrance of Jaco. So this, actually, let's just go. We're just gonna go. This entrance, so we'll come back. This has got Jaco Bay, condominium towers, and there's another kind of plaza, and then there's a Maxi Poly. That's like where you can get cheaper groceries. But yeah, this is the second entrance of Jaco. So I use this road quite a bit. I mean, I'll go to Maxi Poly, and there used to be like, or there's a little kids activity center over here. So there's some things over here in this plaza. So, but then it's just, honestly, it's rice fields. So isn't that beautiful? Like, how are you going to tell me that Jaco's not beautiful? Look at the rice fields. Look at those mountains behind. Some people are on a horse tour over there. But there's beautiful rice fields here. It is a nice, it's not all developed, which is great. I do like that. It's not all developed. So you'll see Maxi Poly in probably one of my other videos where I was grocery shopping. So I went to all the stores, my major stores in Jaco that I like. So actually, I'll link that down below here too. Actually, I'm going to turn here. We're actually going to go to I'm going to turn up a little bit further, and I'm going to show you guys the first entrance of Jaco. We're going to go to entrance number 1. How exciting. But we're not going to go on the main highway because I have a really big pet peeve of making left turns. I hate them. I hate making left turns across lanes of traffic. I just refuse. Okay, this store is called Micah. This has like a lot of wholesale stuff, or like, cheaper stuff in bulk. Kind of like a Costco, but different. All right, there's Maxi Poly. I don't want to go down this road because I want to make a left, but I don't want to go on the main highway because it's impossible. We don't have a lot of stoplights here, so it really, like I said, can be very annoying to try to make left-hand turns, try to just do things in general sometimes with driving. So yeah, this is just a nice little area, and there's little rice fields here, and okay, there's the abandoned condominium building that's kind of famous for Jaco. I don't know the complete story. Maybe I'll link to an article below. I believe 2008 happened. The banks here in Costa Rica maybe didn't have experience with offering loans on big developments like that. It's pretty much the eyesore of Jaco. It's because no one's going to pay to have it demolished. It looked like it would have been a beautiful project, but no one's going to pay to have that demolished now at this point. So that's on the very north end. I don't think anything will ever get done about it. Who knows? But yeah, interesting, right? Okay. So here is the very north end of Jaco. This is the first entrance to Jaco. Okay, see how there's some hills over here? We're not going to go up those hills, but I have had clients have rentals in those hills, and they're really beautiful, and some of them are super affordable, and they are a little bit more fresh because they're up on a hill. It's actually called Jaco Hills. Real original with their namings. But yeah, you can get to those hills through another entrance down there, through here, and it's just kind of, I have had people live up there in the hills, and they can see the ocean, and it's more fresh, and it's nice. So if we go to the right, then we're going to be at the highway, but we don't want to do that, so we're going to come to the left once we can do that. All right, off to the left we go. So this is the very first entrance of Jaco. If you're coming from San Jose, you're coming south. There really wasn't anything that we missed, so up by the highway, so that's why we're starting here. Okay, this is a condominium coming up to the right. It's like a probably primarily Costa Rican owner. It's actually one of my friends. She rents there. I think she rents for like super cheap, like 400 or 500 bucks a month. A little 2-bedroom. There's a little condominium in here. Oh, I want to show you guys the north end of the beach from here too, so you can see the major differences of the beach between the south side and the north side. So this road is called the Twin Roads. It's called Calle Las Gemelas because there's 2 separate roads. So it's called Calle Las Gemelas. So if you say, oh yeah, it's right off Calle Las Gemelas, people will know what you're talking about. Actually, I want to show you this condominium up here. On the left is called Costa Linda. So Costa Linda, oh, this person's gonna pass me. Okay, Costa Linda. We often find rentals in this condominium. They're pretty North Americanized. They have central AC. Most have washer dryers, fully furnished. We find them usually between 1,100 and 1,500 per month. And they're usually 2 to 3 bedroom. They're nice. I pretty much know that anytime I put someone there, they're going to have a pretty good experience. And they're individually owned. So of course it depends on the owner, how they've taken care of their own condo and all that. Here we have another development going up. So there has been a lot of developments going up here in Jaco. Okay, we're going to go straight so I can show you the beach. Okay, we're going to watch this here. And we'll look at those developments on our way back. So yeah, this. Oh, and the other road that has Maxi Pali, I just call it the Maxi Pali Road. Like anyone will know what you're talking about. Oh, the Maxi Pali Road. Okay. So again, we're not super creative with our names around here. It's just our road names are kind of landmarks. So here we are in the north end, very north end. So now you're going to see where the beach looks a lot different. If we can't get a really good view of it in the car, then I will get out. I just cleaned my car, but now I'm going to go through this. Okay. Oh, okay. Here we are. See, not as many trees. More beach. Steeper waves. I don't know if you can see that person surfing down there. Like for me, see, they've started to plant these little almond trees to like help, but it's going to take time for them to grow. It's a thing. So I don't know. It's just not my favorite part, but that's okay. Everyone has their favorites and everyone likes different things for different reasons. Okay, we're almost done with our tour. If you stuck around this long, good on you. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the very north part of Jaco. And there's no entrance from the highway there, but I will show it to you because it does have Crocs Resort up there, has a few developments. It's going to either be the very north end of the beach. And so as you can see, we'll take a look at the map, like how long actually, from where we started to where we ended up is. So then you'll see it's really not that big of a town in comparison to what you might be thinking of. So when people go, oh, I don't want anywhere touristy, here, it can be touristy, especially in the downtown area with all the shops. But I will say, so I went to Colombia last May, and we went to a beach town there that was touristy, Cartagena, and oh my God, we were nonstop hassled by like street people, like trying to get us to give them money for something, like trying to either sell something and that's fine. I like to support anywhere I go, including here. But here it was not, it's not that bad here in Jaco as it was there. It was awful. We could barely walk. I I don't think we'll be returning. It was beautiful, like, but it's not somewhere that we would feel that we need to go back. But it's not like that kind of touristy. If you're thinking that people are going to be hassling you every step of your way, I haven't found that to be my experience. If you do come and that is your experience, please let me know in the comments, because I definitely want to know. So here we have Crocs Resort. Pretty big deal, pretty big thing there. They got the resort, the casino. And then there's not that much after here, because then we're going to be hitting kind of that mountain where I said that over, remember when we were on the south end and I said, hey, over that mountain is Herradura, which is the other side. So kind of this will be about the end of the road. You know, this is big old Crocs Resort. Oh, yeah. So, you know what? I think I'm just going to turn around here because I don't think there's much after here. There's some gated developments, but I'm just going to use this as a turning around point. All right, guys. Well, that was kind of our car tour. I hope that you liked it. I hope that it was helpful for you to see things and just kind of understand more about the town and actually see, you know, what it looks like present day. Definitely look at the date in this video. I mean, I think the only thing that will really change between now and the future is there's just going to be more building that's going on in this area, because there have been a lot of new developments that are going up, like everywhere here. But it's been a lot like that in a lot of different places in Costa Rica. So yeah, I hope that this was helpful for all of you. Of course, if you're needing information on moving here to the country, I cannot figure out the camera. Thank you. If you need more information on moving to the country, check out the rest of the channel. Check out, you know, the links that I have in the description below for you. I mean, we have retreats, we help with scouting trips, one-on-one services for relocation. I eat, sleep, and breathe relocation. We have a new podcast. I have a new podcast that just came out with my podcast partner, Jaco Cardenas, and that's just another fun venture that we've embarked on, and it's been a blast. So yeah, stay updated with us on all of our different channels. You can check down in the description below for all the links. If you are serious about moving or taking a scouting trip, feel free to book a call, but please only if you're serious, just to respect everyone's time here. And I'm happy to answer some questions. And yeah, all right, well, I will catch you guys in the next video, and I hope that this Jaco update was helpful for you. Oh, and just remember, it's kind of impossible for me to show you everything unless you do want this video to be like forever long. I can't go down every tiny little side street. But yeah, but these were definitely the main parts that I felt that you needed to see. You know, I think it's important for you to see the commercial areas, the main roads, some of the side roads, some of the residential areas. And yeah, I hope that this was helpful.